Hey guys! So sorry I'm a few minutes late. Had to figure out the new StreamYard changes, which are pretty nice, by the way. I am here today. We are going to talk about the new changes that are coming to SEO Assist. I am super excited to share these with you guys. We've been working on them for months and really just kind of um, take everything apart and put it back together, if that makes any sense, and really giving you a new and amazing and dynamic experience here in SEO Assist. So before I get started, let me just make sure we've got something shared. And then we're going to jump right in. You guys should see the chat. Let me make sure this is actually sharing because this whole thing did not do well when I was setting it up. So let me first make sure we're here and live, and then we'll jump right in. Oh, I don't see that we're live. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, cool. We are live. Yay. That is square one. So we're in the right place. Now let me make sure it's in places. All right. And so we don't get duplicate me. I see a few people watching. Okay, okay. So we got that going good. And then, like I said, let me just put this in two places, and then we are gonna hop right in to SEO, the new SEO Assist, and all the different changes that we have made and that we are still making. So there's still more changes are on their way. So give me a minute. Let me know if you're here, where you're coming in from, and all the other good things. Why I make sure that the groups know what we're doing and where we are. I should have some music, but then YouTube doesn't like music. So I would have music and it would probably get muted. All right, I think I got all the places. And next, let me get this demo ready for you guys because you guys are going to be, hopefully, I know, not even hopefully, you're going to be blown away. You are going to be like, this is amazing. These changes are so dope. And I can't wait to create with them. And so I'm super, like I said, super excited to show you guys what we got going on for you. And some of the things, actually, all the things you'll be able that I'm going to show you today, for the most part, unless I say it's coming soon, anything else that I show you today will be available in your dashboard this week. So, really, this weekend. So, if you've not been to your dashboard lately, you'll have the chance to see some of these things there live in the dashboard. So, all right, cool. Let me head on over to StreamYard again. I see some folks in the comments. Hi guys, how are you doing? Hey Shani, how you doing? Hiding out. So am I. I'm after this, I'm making some chili, and that is it for me for this weekend. So I'm excited, and then of course rolling this out to you guys. But I'm, like I said, super excited to have you here. Super excited to show you these changes. We've been reimagining what SEO Assist Workspace looks like, and what SEO Assist is overall going to assist you with. Some of you guys may have seen this postcard. So let me tell you a little bit of backstory about how we got to where we are. Other than, of course, tracking user experience, seeing things that are going on, but really we were almost outgrowing what our current model looks like, right? And so thinking about, well, we need to make sure that we're set for expansion. We need to make sure that it's clear and concise for you guys to navigate through the tool and through the system. And, we really overall just wanted to enhance the experience and be able to add in additional things that SEO Assist can do. Because although we're SEO Assist, it's not just all about SEO. There's a lot of different aspects to really building your online authority. And you'll see those changes moving into the tool because we want to be your authority content, your thought leadership content creation management tool. And so the changes that we're making are all in an effort to start bringing those things in and bringing them into the tool. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, we might be, maybe not now, but don't be surprised if you see a little bit of name rebrand. And I'll give it a year, right? We gotta get used to the new look before we do anything else, right? One change at a time. So those are the things that prompted making these changes, and those are the things that you are going to see more of as we move into what SEO Assist is going to continue to look like. So it all came from this inspiration here, and I have to give a shout out to J.R. Berg because we did a consultation. He's a really good, big entrepreneur consultant. We did a consultation maybe a year and some change ago. So this was a while. This has been in the works. And he said, after I explained, this is what SEO Assist does, this is what I wanted to do. These are all the different flows. If you guys are users, you will have experienced it already. If you're not users, you're going to experience the day, right? So he was talking about all these things. And I said, the way we were talking about it, and then what he wound up saying to me is that it sounds like you've got multiple assistants. And so the first kind of birth of that was this card here, and I'll try to get a little bit closer without messing up my background, right? So if you guys have seen this, and it's also the thumbnail, you see it on the site, a couple of different places because we're switching a lot of things to this. But each of these are little assistants. So you got your SEO assistant, you got your writing assistant, your repurposing assistant, your content assistant. And that's what SEO assistant is. It really helps you to not just create SEO blog content, but really to make that blog content part of your entire content marketing strategy. So in there, we have the ability to create topics and content lists. So you know what you're talking about, not just what you're talking about blogging. A lot of people just think SEO blogging. And while I want you to think about blogging, I don't want you to only think about blogging, right? And so, our content planning topics, those are all based on what people are searching for, whether they're searching in the search engines, whether they're searching in the social media, whether it's the thing that's pulling their interest in when they see it in a feed on Instagram. Like that content, those ideas are pretty much across the spectrum for your audience, because your audience can be at different places. LinkedIn, looking at websites, looking at social channels, TikTok for as long as it's going to last for us, now Fanbase and all the other apps that people are looking at. But content is becoming, it's becoming more not a one-stop shop, right? Or not a one platform thing. And people have that pull to, I need to be everywhere. But of course, at the same time, especially if you're a solopreneur, small team, or assisting clients, being everywhere gets time consuming. And so we really want to help you to get found everywhere, right? And to lessen the time and the amount of effort that it takes to do all of this. And so we've been moving in our little assistants. And so this started with first the idea, right? And then we started bringing in new flows. So you may have seen the email, the blog to email flow. So this is one so you can take your blog and it's going to automatically write an email to your audience. You may have seen the LinkedIn newsletter flow, which is another flow that you can now say, okay, I want to do a LinkedIn newsletter, and take that blog, and now you're going to do a LinkedIn newsletter based on the same kind of content. We already had the repurposing, the blog to social media repurposing, where we would take your blog and turn it into social media content for your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok Reels ideas, all based on the content you have already created. And that's what it really should be. Your content should be an ecosystem of saying the same thing in different ways that that particular platform likes, but saying the same thing to attract that audience. And so that audience can see that consistency in you. You're not just waking up in the morning and here's a post for you, or, sitting there and scheduling out a whole bunch of things that are just random to what you think people want, right? You take your content, first of all, you take your topics, right? We've already done that research, so we know that this is what people are searching for. Then you take those topics, you build your blog post, and then from that blog post, you create all of this other social media, right? And all this other content that you're going to send out. But you can also do it the other way around. We take into account that not everybody is blogging first, right? And I get it, right? Not everyone is blogging first. You may be one of those people who does a lot of social media. And so now you want to take that social media and bring it over to your site. I just did this week on my site, Girl Get Visible, and I'm going to actually drop this in the chat for you guys. I'm going to drop this link for you, where I was talking so much about the TikTok change and the potential ban on TikTok platforms people are going to, tools they could use. I answered like 3 different questions, 3 different places. Like I did my own post. I commented on someone else's post. And then you know what I did? I did the next smart thing. And I took that content and I put that content on my website using one of our flows, which has now become one of my favorite flows, the social to blog. So we had the blog to social. Now we got the social to blog. And so that actually took this content and hold on, why's my link not linking? Oh, you know why? I didn't copy it the way I should have. I copied the name and not the link. So now you got the name and now you got the link. Throw that on over here in the chat for you guys. Okay, so threw that in the chat for you guys so you can see the link, see the example of what I did there. And basically all I did was copy out 3 of those 3 things, like where I talked about it, 2 posts I'd done and a comment I did somewhere else, put them into SEO Assist. No rhyme or reason. I didn't give it any instructions. I just, said, here's the content that I want to turn into a blog post. And it turned it into this amazing blog post you see here. We also have a video here on the channel of using this particular flow. So if you want to see it happening, you can go to that video and check that out as well. But that's all I did. And I created a whole post. And that is, again, bringing in that other way, that other world of making all of your content consistent. If I'm talking about it on social, something about it's going to appear on my website. If I'm talking about it on my website, some more of that is going to appear back into my social. Some more of that is going to get to my videos. And so that whole ecosystem is what SEO Assist is here to assist you with. And so with that, not only instead do we bring in new content ideas and new flows, we've redesigned and reimagined the entire space. So I know you guys are ready. Drum roll. Right? I've got no special effects going on here, as you can see. But let me show you guys what this looks like. So I'm going to cue it up a little bit. And make sure my screen sharing. So first, I'm going to show you guys where we're coming from. So if you haven't been in SEO Assist in a long time or in a while or any of those other good things, this is what SEO Assist looks like now, right? So you're used to coming in, you say, what do I want to work on today? You go to your sections of what you want to work on. And that is how SEO Assist has been working up until today, right? Up until this weekend. And it's not bad, right? But I know people are always like, well, where should I go? What else can I do in here? And asking a lot of questions. And so this new redesign is, like I said, in an effort to help you to navigate that a little bit sooner. And so here, guys, is the new SEO Assist. anticlimactic when my buttons don't work. Ta-da! So this is the new look and feel of SEO Assist. I'm just making sure my screen is caught up. Okay, cool. Of SEO Assist. And so now when you come in, you're going straight to the libraries, right? And so we've got 2 levels of navigation, your sidebar, which I know a lot of us like to have our sidebar nice there, and that follows you throughout the tool. And then we start here in our 4th stage with the actual assistants. And so we've gone through and, like I said, taken all the different flows that we had and broke them up into the little assistants, like similar to what we have in our new materials, right? And you'll see we've got even more assistance than we have here because we've been expanding and growing and doing all the things. And so each of the tabs, if you click on them, now it's a much easier, softer feel to how it flows between those different sections. So now you just click on your assistant and you can now say, okay, this is what I want to work on today, and go to all of the different assistants, right? You see, we're still populating some of these that are down here. Once you choose what you're going to work on, you'll go right into that section. So we used to have like 2 or 3 pages in between. Now you can go right from here to say, I'm going to go right into my repurpose assistant, right? If that's the one that we want to do, and you can start repurposing your social post. But before I go that far, let me go back to our main page, because there are some things, and we've got navigation everywhere, so you can return to the dashboard, you can get your community help. We've added this here along the way, but I'll go back to that. Let me go back to this page here. All right. So not in addition to changing what you see, kind of how you get to the various assistants, we've also moved over some of this data. So like the updated events, you'll see this event here today, your activities. So still tracking your monthly activities of what you're doing. So whether you're working as yourself or working with a team, you can kind of see what you're producing and how you're producing every single, minute or time that you're here in the tool. And we've started to bring in some of our courses. So occasionally we will run different promotions where we'll sell a course that goes along with helping you through SEO. So I know we recently did the SEO Jumpstart before the holidays. We added in the podcast pitch challenge, and so those are already here in the tool. And so if you got access to that, if you've not brought a course, you won't see this section. But the moment you do buy an add-on course, you will be able to access them right here in the SEO Assist tool. So as opposed to going to a separate tool, we're bringing everything all together. And so that'll be down here in your learning section. We'll also be adding in some other free courses, like mini courses, to help you through everything. So that is what we've done with some of the learning, bringing in that education piece that a lot of you guys have followed me for years. And I'm all about the making sure we know what we're doing, getting the concepts. Even if we're not doing them, it's important to know what good looks like. And so I'm all about education along with helping you with the resources and tools to get it done. And then, like I said, as we go into these different assistants, I'm going to go into the repurpose assistant. I think we already looked at repurpose blog, the social. We'll look at my new favorite, like I said, the social into lesson learned style blog post. And we're specific because we're going to be doing some other social into different blog styles. So we're making that a lot more granular. So you're not just getting a blog, you're getting a specific type of blog, because we know our different blog types are important, right? So you go in here, you click a really quick start now, and now you're going to get into your traditional, what you're used to seeing, the Q&A style SEO layout that you're used to seeing with SEO Assist. And so this part has not changed. So the actual flows have not changed, but we are going through. You may even see some flows that won't be added in on day one, because any of our old flows, we are going in and redoing them and making sure that they are AI enabled, right? Because some of you guys have been with us long enough to know that we weren't always AI, right? We actually started before AI started. We were already doing this, right? We're not new to this, we're true to this, right? as they say, right? So with that, we have some flows that were not AI enabled, and now we're at a point where it makes sense to AI enable those. So that's another update you'll see. Is some of the older flows that weren't as AI enabled will be AI enabled. All the existing flows, most of them are up to the latest and greatest version of OpenAI has out now. And when the reason why I say some of them is because some of them actually do better on some of the older versions. So that's one of the good things about this tool, is that we do that work. We assess, which version should we be using and pulling in. And so we've done that work for you. So once you're here, you'll do, the same thing you always do with the, who's your ideal audience. So I'm going to just keep it simple and say entrepreneurs. What's the goal? Create good content. Call to action. Use SEO assist. So that's what I want you guys to do. And this one, I would have copied out one of our posts, but because I'm doing this kind of on the fly and live, I'm just going to type some things. So we'll talk about I actually, as I'm doing this, have a really good post. Let me grab that post. I think that'll be a little bit better. But I have a really good post I did the other day, and I said, this is going to be, and you'll see me, if you follow me online, you will definitely see when I'm like, this is about to be a blog post. I'm telling y'all now. Because what I do, sometimes not everything I do is super scripted. I'm not that person either, don't worry. But so sometimes I will say, hey, I have a thought, right? And I'll share that thought, and maybe it'll spark a really good conversation like this post that I'm pulling out now. And then I'll go in here and say, you know what? That was a really good conversation. This needs to be a post, right? This needs to live somewhere on my site, and I will take that and I will turn it into a post. And so I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do that. So I'm on my Facebook page. Again, if you're following me on Facebook, I'm going to actually delete this on the fly and put in this, right? And so I put this in, and the thing I love is that it's not just like, you don't just have to do one post, right? So I'm going to go through, I dropped some really good comments on here. Just going to put some additional nuggets on there. I'm just going to put one because even though I went through and did a bunch, but you go through that, you put on your information, and then you create content same way that we're used to. And we let SEO Assist do its thing and flow. One of the things you'll notice is once you've created it, it runs a little bit faster. You guys saw that speed up there. So we brought down some of our processing time. So you'll see that. You see here, you got your whole blog post again. The same thing that we would have gotten in SEO Assist, and you can just easily copy this over and tweak it and do whatever you want to. And so from that little thing, the benefits of repurposing, the importance of SEO, the personal story with SEO, these are all things that I talked about in that particular post, gave you topic ideas, long tail keywords. All of this is available for you guys right now in SEO Assist, right? We're just enhancing how it operates here, right? And then for each of the flows, we've gone through and done better with our how-to. I know we weren't necessarily as great with some of our how to help you use the particular flow. So most of them have a video. If they don't have a video, we have to redo all the videos anyway because they're in the old style. So we're going through and doing videos for every flow that does not have. But for each one, you'll be able to see, okay, this is my completed blog. This is some how-to information. This is other related flows. So where would I go to next? What am I going to do? And I'm going to work on next, right? And so that's one of the things we built into the entire the entire tool, which is really nice. And so every flow that you go to, also, like I said, this navigation. So the sidebar navigation as you go into different areas. So right now we're in the repurpose assistant, but as I go into like the writing assistant, you'll see that this is going to now change to help me determine where do I want to go. So once I'm in the writing assistant, I've got a couple of different blog post types I can do. We'll look at expand a blog post because one of my favorites, right? And so you would do the same thing. And now you'll see that all the other blog assistants are here. So no longer do you have to always go back and forward, back and forward. You can do a lot of that navigation right here. We've got, getting back to the dashboard, getting all the things. So making it a lot easier for you guys to navigate. Also changing up here how you would return the dashboard, get to your account information, because I know people have had questions, how do I get to my account information? Where's my account information? All of that is here. We've even added some of your recent activity, and it's not the cutest right now, but we are going to continue to refine this area here. So we've added in a lot of things to help you use the tool better, use the tool more effectively, and to, of course, get that, get your content done, right? The most important thing that this tool does is help you get the work done. You don't have to do it on your own. You don't have to do it from scratch. You've got all these assistants here to literally help you through every single step of the way. So that is what I wanted to show you guys today, the new look and feel. If you are a current member, you'll see this in your dashboard this weekend. And so you'll automatically, when you log in, instead of going to the old page after switching over accounts, you'll just go right into this new look and feel page, and you can start clicking around and things like that. We're still dusting off some dust. So if one thing's out of place, just let us know in the community or open up a ticket and we'll make sure that we address it. If you have any questions about it, right? If you have any questions about, hey, how do I get into this? So we've got our pricing tab. So if you guys are not members, you can just head on over to the pricing tab and sign up. You don't have to do anything new or additional. When you sign up for SEO Assist, you will get right into this dashboard. So everyone in SEO Assist, of course, according to your plan, is how many assistants you're going to see. So if you've got some of the plans that don't have access to all the assistants, you may not see them all, but according to your plan, you'll see those assistants. And so this is to show you the ones that are here. And so we've not changed pricing. So the pricing is still the same here on SEO Assist. So you can go in and see that. You see we got some special pricing going on, but you guys will be able to go in and take advantage of that and get started with SEO Assist. All right. Bye, guys.